So I talked about creating a circular fascia here. Okay, now I'm not 100% convinced it's right. It actually looks quite well on the south elevation. You get that kind of bump there, which I think is quite nice. And that's it there. Now I'm going to show you how I made that. So I went in and I created a new family, and I used the metric profile template. Okay, and let's see if we can get that rounded fascia. That's it there. Okay, so I use as my insertion point. This would be where the top of the roof is, that intersection there. So I kind of based in around that, drawing in that kind of a shape there. And it has to be a polyline, so it has to start and finish. It can't be a single line. It's not like the roof extrusion. This one has to be a continuous line around, so that I've got a 5mm gap in between all of these here. And yeah, so and then how did I get that shape? So I went into a section, over here, and you can see in my green there, I kind of drew out the section first, and then got the rough shape that I wanted it to be. I was able to cut and paste that line work into here. When I put it in, when I attached it first, it was the wrong way around, so I just come in and I mirrored that. So that's the external, that's the internal, if you like. The profile usage over here, okay, it starts off with generic, but obviously I made it a fascia, so that it will be hosted by a roof as such. Load that into the project, back into a 3D, and then you will go into roof and roof fascia, edit type, you'll duplicate, okay, and I have this one already done. So there is the profile that I made. I've given it a zinc material, gone okay, and then it literally will attach as such to the side of the roof there. Now where this kind of falls flat in one sense is that it does handle the curve all right, okay, so it handles that curve, but it's the junction here where it meets, because they're not on the same plane, they won't align and they won't join together. So I might have to go for plan B for that, but that's how I got that done. So I'm just going to leave it there for the moment. I'll revisit it and see if I can get it a little bit better. I might even just make a couple of end plates here that'll stick onto the end, and use a flat fascia for the sides or something like that. Okay, but I just like the bump that gives the roof in terms of its aesthetic appeal. Right now, so I'm over the back of the building here. This is the north elevation, and you can see that there's a canopy here. If you check your plans, you'll see that there's a canopy running all the way around the back, supported by a trio of hollow steel sections, like so. Okay, there's a funny little wall here as well with a hollow opening or window in it too. Here is the window, so I've used the same technique as I used in the south elevation to create these ones here as well. Over on this elevation, the east elevation, you can see I've started to carve out using the same technique again. I've started to carve out those long window opes there. So here is the east elevation as such, and this is just the PDF that I brought to the front. I'm going to move it now back to the background so I can see the model, and I used a couple of construction lines to make sure that I was getting it roughly in the right place. One thing the curtain wall will not do is that it will not form a mullion, a curved mullion down here. Now, it's Revit, so there probably is a solution out there for that. I don't have it at the moment, so I am cutting my wall short by dropping it into here. This one I'll drop maybe into there, something like that as well, and the other one similarly. I'm just not going up to the roof there at the moment. I had a door set in there. I deleted it because the same as the escape doors and the front elevation there, I just replaced a panel with a set of double doors there. I might go looking for another set of doors actually. I just not 100% convinced by these ones, but however, again, that's for another day. Now, again, it's just a question now of organising the mullions, whichever way you want to do that. If you remember, if I bring the PDF forward, you see the designer has kind of a funny arrangement of the various different mullions there to give it a bit of interest and whatever else. So if you want to replicate that, you can do that as well. Now, so I'll use the same technique as I've done here. I'll use it for this one and I'll use it for that one. What else have I got to do? Yeah, there's a few high story, high wall windows here and up here. I have that one in place. I don't have the surrounding of that in place at the moment. Okay, so let's go back into my 3D. So I'll put those in and these windows in here. I'll do an extrusion box out for that and cover it in zinc for that. And then I just need to go over and take a look at this elevation here, see what kind of windows are going on in there. But I think you've got all the techniques that you need in order to create all of those windows there. And then there's a ramp to go in here, so we might take a look at that in another video too. All right, so we are getting there. You can see I've got my three materials now. I've got my rendered finish, I've got my timber finish here, my laminated plastic timber finish, and then I put in a finish here of an aluminium panel as such. So I've literally just swapped out the wood for the aluminium, the render for the wood here. I'm using the exact same wall specification. It's CLT, highly insulated, and with a counterbatten frame, and then a finish on it from there. Okay.